How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have a crypto that is falling a lot over the last few days. I want to talk about that, talk about whether I'm going to be jumping into it because it is one that's pretty popular. Now, I want to go through that, also talk about some of the other drama happening in the market. We just had a major crypto company get hacked. We also have an interesting opportunity for Bitcoin and some other drama that's happening at Binance. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn that bell notification. This is a rare double upload on a vacation day. So if you like that, hit subscribe, turn that bell notification so you can see future videos just like this. I'm going to be making videos whenever I think there's anything relevant to you as an investor in cryptocurrency or in the general markets. And let's get into it. As you can see, Bitcoin still sitting under 26,000. It's that really boring time in the market, the pre-halving year, where there's not a ton of news. I mean, every week we get something that's bullish, I think, and then we see it fade back down after some people take profits on these small moves, and everyone kind of just assumes that Bitcoin's not going to move for a long time. We're not ready. A lot of people aren't positioned for the next bull market. A lot of people are just waiting, thinking we're going to fall back down. And I've been talking a lot about that, why I'm dollar cost averaging, why I'm buying more over time. And as you can see, we don't have that much time until the next Bitcoin halving. We have 224 days, which means, yeah, that's about 7.5 months or so estimated. So we don't have that much longer to wait. And it's continuously getting closer and closer. Every time that you watch, or every time that you see a new video or see some piece of news, we are getting closer. So be ready. Obviously, you want to be well positioned before that happens. Now, plan B, whether you love him or hate him, because he was talking about $100,000 Bitcoin and we only got up to 70. Keep in mind, he said that when we were much lower. So I still think he is a great analyst. He says, buy Bitcoin 6 months before halving and sell 18 months after halving. This is historically been buy and hold. This is just a repost. He reposted it from July 3. So obviously saying, hey, we're getting closer to that 6-month date. You may want to watch this video again from him. And that would put us about a month and a half away from just buying and holding for the next 2 years. Now, if you look in the past, we had a Bitcoin halving, I believe it was around May of 2020. So when you look back, November 11 of 2019 was about where he said that you should have bought. Now, this was around $9,000 exactly. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. So you buy around $9,000. If you had held for 2 years, you have almost perfectly hit this peak, and you would be selling around $65,000. So a nice 7x, 6.5x. So if you're looking and you still haven't bought yet, you might want to consider buying sometime in the next month and a half. And back here, it wasn't perfect. That November 11 date, it could have been better, right? You could have bought a couple weeks later for $7,000. You could have bought a couple weeks earlier for $7,300. So it's not like he's cherry picking time. He's just saying basically buy around here and sell around 2 years later. This is historically done well, and we're just looking at 1 year here. But obviously, this is done pretty well in the past, so you might want to consider it. Now, I've been dollar cost averaging because I don't want to miss the opportunity and then buy or wait to buy, and then we just keep on moving up. So I know that we are most likely going to continue moving up from here, but I don't want to put a large amount in at any one specific time. I'm just continuously buying smaller amounts. Now, we did get some news that there was a 150,000 move of Ethereum. So about $300 million worth, a significant amount, $250 million worth. This was moved 47 minutes ago to Coinbase. So this is not the crypto that I've talked about crashing here today or in the last couple of days, but it is interesting. This address had a large amount of Ethereum that they bought way back 1,700 days ago. So this is back in December/November of 2018. Now, when you look at how long ago that was, I mean, we're talking about basically nailing the bottom, being around $100, $150 per Ethereum, and now they're selling at $1,600. Do they know something we don't? Maybe, but they could just also be taking their 10x profit. I mean, they made a lot of money. They put in 25 million, got 250 million. Also, you never know why people sell. You always know why people buy because they think that the price is going to go up. But with selling, they could just be getting a little bit more cash. Maybe they're diversifying. Maybe they are just trying to position themselves in some other cryptocurrency. Maybe it's someone made 10x and they want to go buy Bitcoin. I don't know. But at this point, it's something to pay attention to. This definitely could send the price down. And typically, wallets move over to something like Coinbase because they want to sell. They move their crypto over there not because they're going to stake on Coinbase or something like that. Typically, they put it there because they want to sell it. And maybe something that won't push down the markets. Maybe they're just going to do an over-the-counter trade, and then we'll just have a little bit less buying pressure. But at this point, I think we just have to wait it out, see what happens. Could be an interesting buying in opportunity. I personally think Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to move higher, which is why I'm not positioning myself huge into something like Ethereum. I'm 80% plus Bitcoin right now. I plan on staying that way. But let's move on. Gala has been dumping over the last 7 days, down 18%. You can see Gala is just at 1.6 here, 1.6 cents. And when we go back to the previous all-time high, it was up around 73 cents. So 74 cents, 73 cents, definitely down a lot, 98% plus. Now, why is this happening? Why are they down so much? Well, the founders are suing each other. They have a biff over $130 million theft, corporate waste allegations, saying one of them stole millions. Now, this could be true. Maybe it's not true. Either way, I don't like seeing this. I don't own Gala. Gala is one that I've been watching, though, because I would like to position myself into some more gaming cryptos moving to the next bull run. But I do not like to see anything like this happen from the founders because they will be focused on that, on the lawsuit, on all kinds of things besides actually providing more utility and making sure that the company is doing the right thing for the holders and continuing to spread adoption. So I'm not going to be buying while this is going on, but it is something to pay attention to because I shouldn't say I'm not going to buy because if it falls down enough, like if I think that it is falling down a significant amount more than it should, then I might pick up some. But we have to keep in mind too that again, I think dominance is going to move up. So I'm cautious on a lot of altcoins, with the exception of a few. So I'll be continuing to update you on that as we continue to get more news. This is a pretty big news article here. Stake.com hit by high value hack. Over 40 million in losses occurred. Now, this is a pretty large company. If you don't know, it's one of the largest gambling crypto sites out there. You can pay for gambling using, I believe it's Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that kind of thing. And Zach XBT discovered a loss of $26 million. This is after we got news of a $16 million loss as well. It's not real clear what's happening right now, so I'd just be careful. If you're using Stake, I don't work with Stake, but I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything for them either. I'm not super bullish or bearish on it, but I would just be careful. Might be worth taking it off. Again, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if funds are at risk there. I know they make a lot of money, so they probably are going to be fine, but I just am cautious after this bear market, keeping my funds anywhere where they're getting hacks, where they could be losing money. Whenever there's smoke, I'm just moving crypto at this point. I don't think it's worth it. Most of mine is on cold storage, and I think that's a safe way to go. Binance loses global head of product. So this is another high-value executive that has left Binance. Binance says we can confirm that Mayer has stepped down from his role as product lead. We are grateful for him for helping guide Binance through some of the most explosive growth, and we wish him the very best. I don't love to see this. I mean, Binance has lost a lot of senior executives recently, and there's been a lot of people talking behind the scenes about bad things happening at Binance, layoffs, a lot that just makes me cautious, especially with the lawsuit with the SEC. I'm just careful about anything with Binance or Binance US, so just be careful out there. Never a good sign when we continue to see executives leave somewhere. I would rather see them get big name executives that want to take part in that growth, especially because a lot of these people probably are bullish on crypto, right? If they've been around for a long time. So why are they leaving at pretty much the bottom or the bottom of the bear market to when we're starting to move back up, right? There's a reason for that. Especially if they're going to see a lot of growth. If they were expecting to see a lot of growth at Binance, you would think that they would stay to be part of that and to get some pretty large bonuses and stuff like that. But it looks like they are, a lot of them are heading to the exits. Now, keep in mind, I don't know how many executives there are at Binance. The structure is kind of funky, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe they had 10 high-level execs leave in the last 6 months, but they have 50 or 100. Maybe that's just normal turnover, but still, it seems a little bit heavy for me. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you are buying anything right now. Again, I just continue to accumulate some Bitcoin. I have bought a few other altcoins here and there. If you want me to, I will. Well, I'll probably be making a top crypto to buy video here soon because it is the beginning of the month. But let me know your thoughts on what you are buying underneath the video and what you're most bullish on. Thank you so much. Hit subscribe to see future videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.